If you thought you knew Galaxy's Edge, think again because it's been changing all year. From a brand new ride experience to new food, tons of new merch, and some of the most unique lightsabers they've ever released. Today we're covering every single thing that's new at Galaxy's Edge in 2026.
Starting with the cutest popcorn bucket I have ever seen. This is the BDX droid bucket that was released for the Mandalorian and Grogu movie. He can be collapsed like this, or he actually comes up, his neck will stretch out, his legs come down, so you can put him in a standing mode. I love the posability of him. These are all movable, and underneath here there's a light so you can actually turn it on, and at night you'll be able to see his eyes glow up. I love him, but there's an even cooler sipper we're gonna show you. Here in Docking Bay 7, you can pick up the Grogu jetpack sipper, and when I tell you this thing is cute, I mean it. You can wear it on your back with a couple straps, and it looks like Grogu's hanging out over your shoulder. And what's really unique about this one, besides the wearability, is the bottle pops out of the rocket launcher area, and it has a straw that you can actually drink out of, so you don't have to pull the bottle out all the time. And if you want to pick up the BDX popcorn bucket, that's available over at the milk stand. If you're looking for some other cool drinkware, here at Oga's Cantina, they released a new tiki mug on May 4th. This has the one, the only DJ Rex on it, who looks really stylish with his brown on orange here. But the coolest part is when you turn the mug around, you have Oga's Cantina on the back. You have the kegs, the bar, different cups, a loaf cat hanging out over here, even his speakers on the side while he's DJing. I love it.
To celebrate the release of Mando and Grogu, we have some Grogu cookies here at Cat Saka's in the marketplace. So these are a white chocolate macaroon with a pineapple filling. That sounds kind of awesome, I'm gonna be honest. And you know, if you really think about it, if it's good enough for Grogu, it's good enough for me. So I'm gonna go ahead and give this a shot. Oh my God, babe, these are awesome. These are so good, you guys. Yeah, don't skip it. Unless you hate pineapple, because the pineapple is strong with this one, but I love it. It's so good. The cookie is like crumbly enough, and like there's a lot of filling in there. Yeah, 5 out of 5. I love this. But those Grogu cookies are just the beginning, you guys, because Smuggler's Run just got a huge update and we cannot wait to hop on. But first, Disney just dropped a ton of new merch, so let's go to the marketplace and see what we can find.
Here in Black Spire Outfitters, they have all of the new Mandalorian and Grogu merch. The t-shirts are really great. I love the black one because the metallic mythosaur looks really awesome. On the back, you have the Mandalorian and Grogu. And then this one we love so much that we both decided to wear it today. Inside of the emblem, you can see Mando and Grogu in the embroidery, which I really love. And then the hoodie over here is really neat. The simplicity of the front is really nice. You just have a silhouette of the Mandalorian. But on the back, you have a full logo on there with "This is the way" and an embroidered mythosaur.
I am way too excited about the Enzellans. We have an Enzellan shoulder pal now, so you can just hang out there and chill with you for the day. And we have a talking action figure. I am so excited about this. We just figured out he's got a little button right here. And then this visor actually comes down too, and then he makes noises. I love it. I love all the detail on it. He's just a hilarious looking guy. We also have tons of new action figures, which is really exciting because we love action figures. There is this Mando Grogu with a jetpack and a little Enzellan, and I actually think he looks really good. I think the end of his blaster probably lights up, and he has a lot of detail. Obviously, there's some voice lines in there because he's got a button. And we also have 2 more sets. This is Mando and Grogu again, but they actually come with Zebarelios for all you guys Rebel fans out there. And then finally, we have the BD droids that were here at Batu just a few months ago. They're so cute, so now you can take them home.
We also have some new bags. This one's really cute, Grogu in his little pod, and on the back it says "This is the way." I love the color scheme of the green and blue on there. And if this isn't big enough, you can have a giant Mandalorian helmet. And on the back, this one also says "This is the way." This might be my favorite new merch at Galaxy's Edge. Here at the Creature Stall, we have the new Arabesh series line. They have this beautiful black t-shirt, a light gray, which is really nice. I like how the logo pops a bit more on this one. We have the kind of blackout series spirit jersey. The back of this one's really neat with the Star Wars Arabesh on the back. And then a blackout hoodie as well. These are really neat. Oh, and the hat. Can't forget the hat that I am wearing. This is just such a clever way to put Star Wars on the merchandise, but keep it looking very in-world for Galaxy's Edge. Now here at the Jewels of Bith, we got a really cool new line of Black Spire Outpost gear. And my favorite thing in here is this backpack. It is absolutely beautiful. You have this Batuu Black Spire Outpost patch. You can see the skyline of it. These are magnetic, and inside, just take my word for it, there are tons of pockets. I love it because many backpacks here aren't very functional, and this one really is. They also have a new line of apparel, and I am in love. This all over print looks beautiful. The skyline really pops with all the colors down there. And the women's tee is to die for. If you want something a little warmer, they also came out with a new hoodie, and we have a nice patch kind of engraved or embroidered on there. I just saw they added this new print in here of DJ Rex from Oga's Cantina. They already had a couple back here of the Millennium Falcon, which was really nice, and the Batuu Skyline, but I think the Rex is a really good addition. Now, if you are into drinkware, they have a whole new set of it back here. They have this cup which comes with a straw. I really love the colors. It's kind of like that shirt we looked at earlier, and you have the Batuu Skyline on here. And then if you want something a little heftier and to keep your coffee warm, they have the Blackout Edition mug as well. We're gonna head over and take a look at the incredible new lightsabers soon. But first, it's time to join the Mandalorian and Grogu on Smuggler's Run.
Listen up, crew. Our bounties are 2 Imperial officers and a pirate. Our goal is to capture them and collect any crates they're transporting. Thanks to Hondo's intel, we know they're on Tatooine. There's our bounties.
Oh, there they are.
What's the end of my single plan? Grogu, don't touch the buttons. Don't touch. Can't won a bounty.
Going bounty hunting with Mando and Grogu is already a dream come true, but it's not the only update you're going to get on Smuggler's Run. So now on the dashboard, there's a little Grogu cam with Mando and Grogu, so you get to keep an eye on them for the whole ride. And everyone starts out on Tatooine, which looked amazing. We got to take down so many TIE fighters, everything looked beautiful, and then after that, the engineers get to pick where you go next, which I love the idea that there's an actual option for that now. So they're either going to pick Coruscant, Endor, or Bespin, which is where we ended up. And it looked amazing. It looked exactly like what you would think it would look like in your dreams. We got to follow the Razor Crest all throughout, and then Grogu did blow up some stuff. I'm just gonna let you guys know. He did get up to no good, but we did get to see him around in his pod right at the end, and it was so beautiful.
If you haven't had enough Mando and Grogu today, or enough Mando and Grogu merch, they have the entire set where you can cosplay the Mandalorian yourself. From the chest piece, which is a really hard plastic, it's really nice. The gauntlets are here, which are amazing. These things actually light up and make noises, which is so much fun. These would be great for your own little like cosplay or character you want to create. And then of course they have the top and the pants, so you can build it and put the entire outfit together. There's so much new merch in docks that I have to show it all to you. Like these new statues, this Bo-Katan one is absolutely amazing. She looks so great on there, and I love that it actually lights up. And then over here we have the Mythosaur, which is like a metal wall ornament. Now I promise we'll get to the new Legacy lightsaber soon, but I have to show you the Great Holocron, because this is my personal favorite item I think they came out with. It is huge. It acts just like a regular holocron where you have the touch points, and it's going to say some lines from the daughter, which is really great. A little detail I like is here on the door, it is a spring loaded now, so when you want to put in your kyber crystals, it's super simple to put in. If I can find the direction to put it in, I swear it's simple. Then you push it in and it'll change colors and have the voice lines for the characters that you want. A couple other fun details is these will interact with the other holocrons with stacking, just like how those stack together.
Doc does not disappoint with the cool stuff, you guys, because look at this gift guard helmet. How cool is this? It looks super legit and primal. It is very lightweight, so if you want to wear it for like a cosplay, I highly recommend. And it pairs perfectly with the Vibro Axe. So this is foam, so it's very lightweight. The detail on it is actually really good. It's got a lot of groves and different colors on it, so it looks really good. A couple other new items that are really cool are this Jabba the Hutt statue. I'm not personally a huge fan of Jabba, but I really like the statue because his goblet glows green and he just looks really, really good. And there's also this Rancor wall decor. I actually kind of like this one just because he is so gross. I feel like if I put it on my wall, it would just be a perfect conversation starter.
Something they just brought to Doc Ondar's are parts for the power and control lightsaber. So the reason these are here is there was a refresh, which we're going to be showing you after we leave here. But I love this. If you want to buy the individual parts, they're all here for $30 each, and you can just use your chassis that you have if you built a previous Sabi Saber. If you are into collecting comic books, they have the Galaxy's Edge limited edition comics here. These are a really fun read. I highly recommend them for the story. It really fleshes out the world of Batuu. These come with a cool little action figure and a medallion. And my personal favorite is Doc Ondar because he just looks so cool. There's some small knickknacks in here we really love, like this Jedi mug. I love the logo, the colors, and on the back it says the one with the Force and Arabesh. And then this just came in because it wasn't even here last week. This is a Mandalorian flask, and on the side it says the Mandalorian Creed. Now behind me, I absolutely love this journal. This reminds me, it's got the Jedi logo on it, but it reminds me of like the meditation areas where Cal would meditate in the Fallen Order video game. It's wood, really nice. It's got this leather sleeve, and then the pages are really beautiful. They look like antique and worn a little bit. This is the new Jedi Temple Guard mask, and it is absolutely beautiful. I love all the gold detailing. You have like these dots on here, which weren't on the original. There used to be one when the park opened back in 2019, and this is a newer version of it. I never remember if this one is from Rebels or Clone Wars though, so if you know, drop a comment below.
And we can't forget the Force Priestess because she is one of our favorites. She's actually a replica of the big version that's literally outside of docks. She looks so good, like all the detail on it looks amazing. And then her base, I do believe, is wood. I just feel like she would look great on display absolutely anywhere.
Doc brought us tons of legacy lightsabers this year, and we finally got the Obi-Wan Kenobi Episode 1 saber back. This is such an iconic hilt. What I love about this legacy saber is it is very light. Some of these get a little heavy, so if you want to like attach this on your belt to cosplay or hang around in the park with, it's very easy to do so. This looks amazing. I love the brushed aluminum, the red knob. The details on this are just very nice and honestly pretty darn screen accurate. And we'll go ahead and pop in a blade here so you guys can see it. And your ignition's gonna be right here. And when you turn on, of course, you're gonna get Obi-Wan's iconic blue and a nice little hum and swing to the hilt as well. There was a limited edition saber release that is still here that we're gonna look at, but first, take a look at this beautiful Temple Guard lightsaber. This is one of my favorites. This is so beautifully detailed, you all. The coloring on here is gorgeous. You have the blue windows on the side. I do wish these lit up like some of the like aftermarket sabers, but it's okay, it's still beautiful. You have your ignition button, and it's just a very compact saber. But what makes these extra cool is you can get two of them, and then they will actually connect. So this is an adapter that you can buy. It is $40. Each saber is $180. So if you get two, you can actually connect them and have the full saber staff, which looks absolutely amazing. Let's pop in the blade, because when you do that, you are gonna get one of the more rare saber colors. So everybody's familiar with like a blue saber, a red saber, and so on. But with these, you get a yellow lightsaber. Before we go check out the brand new Savi's lightsaber, this is the Maul Shadow Lord limited edition hilt. This thing looks so good, you guys. It is dirty and grungy and weathered and absolutely beautiful. There's some small details on here that I will try to show you guys on video, but all in here you can actually see the wiring on the Ventress side of the lightsaber. You have that weathering that carries through. All of the knobs and everything are absolutely beautiful on the Maul side of the hilt as well. And of course, when you pop a blade into this one, both sides are going to ignite Maul's red. This is the new power and control saber here at Savi's workshop. which is where you can build your own custom lightsaber. There's a bunch of different ones you can choose from, but Power and Control just got a refresh, and I have to say, it looks really cool. Supposedly, these are like parts that have been pulled off of like the Sith homeworld and Sith temples, and you can see that it's a very like industrial look to it. Down here in the actual drawers, you can see the different configurations you can make. So this is one possible choice, but you also have another emitter, different sleeves you can choose from, and then your control box as well. And what I really like about this one is the control box. You actually have a switch on this one that looks really cool and unlike all of the other ones. Now, if you're headed to Galaxy's Edge and you want to get a lightsaber, make sure to watch the video over here to make sure you don't buy the wrong one.